You must be Alistair Reed. And a friend? Everything I had gathered on you said you worked alone. Weird. Don't worry about the old man. He was dead when I got here. Vampire! Look, I just want to talk. Please put the gun down. And don't bother running. I've got a werewolf downstairs and I've told her not to let you leave. Are you one of Alvarius's spawn? Alvarius? Is that his name? Listen here, Alistair. I do believe we are hunting for the same vampire. And you somehow know a great deal more about him than the Vampire Council does. And now you're going to tell me everything you know about him.
What makes you think I'm going to tell a fucking leech anything? Now, Alistair. The Vampire Council. Your Vampire Council hasn't given a shit about this for decades. Centuries even. Why get involved now that it suits them? Why should I care what they have to say? Believe it or not, the Vampire Council was unaware of this Alvarius until recently. Bullshit. Come on, we're leaving. Wolfie. Did you two think I was bluffing about having a werewolf with me or something? Met her yesterday quite by accident. You there, ever seen a werewolf before? Didn't think so. You don't look like you have much experience with our world in the shadows. So as things stand right now, if a fight were to break out, with your lack of experience, don't you think it'll be a little one-sided? Listen to your friend, Alistair. Drop the tough guy shit and tell us what we need to know, then we'll get out of your hair. Fine, I'll tell you what I know about Alvarius. Fuck all. My mother died before she could tell me the family history. See, was that so hard? You aren't going to accuse me of lying? No. I was listening to your heartbeat. It was too steady for someone who's trying to hide something. You really are as useless to me as you say you are. Goodbye, Alistair. Good riddance. Unfortunately for us, Alvarius's trail ends here. Old Harry here is the only person I knew who could possibly have known where he was heading. He set himself up as a sort of common contact for people who knew about the supernatural. You know, setting up meetings and the like. He also liked to keep track of his customers, which made him a good source of information. Alvarius must have realized he was a liability. When we're finished here, we should probably give him a proper burial. Help me look around, see if we can find anything. I know looking for a dead man's stuff isn't exactly respectful, but this is the only chance we have of finding Alvarius. Well, that was mostly a waste of time. Still, I know his name now. That should be enough info to get the council to leave me alone for a while. Yeah, that didn't sit right with me either. If Alistair was right about how long this Alvarius has been around, how could the council have been unaware of a rogue vampire for such a long time? With the psychic link between a vampire and their offspring, even as weak as it is, someone down the chain should have been aware from the start. Yes, this does confirm my suspicion that they don't know what they're dealing with. A way of severing the link. Maybe, but I doubt it. Someone would notice that, like if your arm suddenly went numb. How many nights is it until you stop doing the forced half shift every night? 2 or 3. We should probably work on getting that magic item of yours recharged. You can still do controlled shifts while it's working, right? Good. We'll be meeting with Lord Saurid tomorrow night. If you want to come with me, that is. I can't imagine meeting with one of the members of the Vampire Council is on your bucket list. Or maybe it is. I'm not going to judge. What are the lords like? They're all very distant. They've all been around for a few thousand years, and just out of that they've grown cold. Like I said, they're probably not the type of people you want to meet. Oh, you will come with me? I guess that means we're properly in this together then. You found something? An envelope? Labelled with my name. And contained within? A map of France? Paris is circled. I don't suppose that's where he's heading. That's a lot further than he normally goes. He must be planning something big. Why Paris? That's a good question. I'm not sure. I think Paris is supposed to be some sort of unofficial gathering point for magic users from across the world, but mages have always been beyond me. Yes, I was just thinking that. I'm certain it's connected, but what could he want magic users for? You're right, we can figure this out later. Our next step should be getting to Paris. Not that we'll know what to look for once we're there. Let's head back home. You look like you need more sleep.